Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Rat Flicking back with another DVD update. My first one in a very long time. The only reason I was able to do this one was because the Specs music store in my area is going out of business, so they're having a huge blowout sale. Everything must go, so they got stuff like 50 to now. Last time I went 80% off, so I picked up quite a few movies, mostly horror. So anyway, let's just get right into it. And first one I got here is a movie that I've been dying to see for a long time, and for some reason they don't have it on Netflix anymore. It's unavailable, so I've never been able to see it. I've always heard it's really good. Never really wanted to download it because those always take forever, and even if they don't, I think it's cheating. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a collector. I like to buy them. I like to find it. Like, I almost get into the thrill of the hunt. So I didn't want to do that, so I waited. And I can never find it for a good price. It was really always really priced. It was always overpriced, and so I never was able to buy it off Amazon. I found it on Amazon UK for a little bit cheaper, but still too much. So I waited and waited and waited, and then I went to Specs, and they had this, which is Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is a double feature, part 1 and 2. And I was confused at first because I picked this up. I was surprised they had it, and instantly grabbed it. Thinking because there was an original double feature that was released, but it did look a little different. There was like, huge uncut here, but I was like, oh, maybe, it's just whatever, different cover. But then I go home and one thing I do is whenever I pick up DVDs, I come home and I usually check on the internet and to see, compare if I got a good price or not. For this one, I believe it was like $8 marked down. It was probably like $3, so I got a really good deal. But then I just noticed, I don't know how this got by me, that they re-released it in 2012. So, and on the internet, I paid roughly the same. I got it for cheaper though, a little bit cheaper. Anyway, this is a double feature of the original unrated, and then the second one I believe is also unrated. Everybody knows what this one is with the Killer Santa. It was banned in America in the 80s when it came out, and I saw a little bit of it, but when I downloaded it, I started watching it. I started skipping for some reason, so I turned it off. So I'm still waiting to see this whole thing, but I'm really excited about this. That's the first one. Second one, I got a lot. This is the biggest update I've ever done. Second one I got, another old school classic. Not really my favorite genre, but I've seen this and I like it a lot. And I agree on the back, one of the best werewolf films ever made. It's The Howling. And I'm, of course, a huge fan of the holographic covers. I love it. One of the main reasons I got it, it's a little slipcase. But anyway, a lot of people know this one too. The old school werewolf movie. And it's the guy that directed Gremlins and Piranha, So, that's another one I've seen a long time ago, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it again. Another movie that I've owned, but I owned it in a multi-feature, and I really love the franchise, and I really thought it was worthy of its own copy. And it doesn't even have its own disc in the multi-feature that I got, which I don't like. I like to have its own disc, just in case people want to borrow it too. So anyway, I picked this one up for really cheap also. It's Phantasm 2. I've seen this a million times. To me, this one is better than the original, because they had a bigger budget and the story was better to me, and a lot more action. I just like it. I enjoyed it a lot more than the original. The original's still really good. I love that movie, but this one to me is better. Everybody knows what this one is, with Tall Man and the spheres and the little minions and all that. It's a really good movie. Great franchise. So I was happy to pick that up. That's another one that I haven't bought yet because it's always been a little too high priced. Not as much as Silent Night, Deadly Night, but still pretty high. The next one I got is one that I've also been wanting to get for a while. Price wasn't too high, but I just never got around to getting it. And then I saw it there at Specs, and marked down. It was probably about $5. So anyway, this one is The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue from Blue Underground. I got a few of these. They always do really cool cases. I love these cases, the jewel cases with the white stuff. And this is a 2-disc special edition. This one I have not seen yet. I saw the trailer, and it looked good. This movie also goes by the title Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. So maybe people know it as that, and they have another movie with that cover and with that title. But it says one of the best zombie movies ever made, so apparently all these people are really into calling their movies one of the best ever made. But anyway, this one is a zombie film. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know too much about it. I saw the trailer months and months and months ago, maybe even a year ago. But for cheap, and it looks really cheesy and funny, so I picked that up. The next one I got here is one of my... I wouldn't like it as much if it wasn't for the people involved in it. It's The Faculty. I like it a lot because My favorite director, filmmaker of all time, Robert Rodriguez, directed it, and Kevin Williamson, the guy that wrote all three screenplays. I don't know if he wrote the fourth one. He may have, but he wrote at least the first three screenplays, and he also wrote this. And he's really good. He's a really good writer. He's really good at writing like teen dialogue and stuff. It's okay. Like I said, if it wasn't for them, I mean, I wouldn't like it as much. But it gets kudos and points right off the bat for being, a great screenwriter and a great filmmaker. This is the one where like it's pretty much like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the Pod People. The aliens come and they start with the faculty. They're like parasites. They go in your ear, and they take over the faculty of the school first. They start there, and then they start, getting the students too, and they're trying to take over the world or whatever. So anyway, that one's good. That one has like Josh Hartnett, Usher Raymond, and all these other people. The next one I got is another movie I had never seen, and I've been waiting to get, and I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on the internet. I just haven't been able to get it, but I saw it in person finally, and I thought it was really good. And actually, the whole time I had it in line, I didn't even know it was a triple feature, the collection of the movie. But anyway, it's the Slumber Party Massacre. These are like really old school, I think it's like Driller Killer. Yeah, the ultimate Driller Killer thriller. It's all three of them. It's the first one, and then the other two share a disc or whatever, which I wish there was three, but that's fine. Haven't seen any of these, but I saw the trailer also. And because with me, since I'm such a huge collector, I like to wait till I have the movie until I watch it, I like that. I like to wait until I have the movie, and then I watch it. I don't like to rent it or whatever, so usually I do a lot of blind buys. This is another blind buy, but I doubt I'm going to regret it. I'm sure at least the first one will be worth it, and this one was also on discount for really cheap. The next one I got, not a huge fan of this movie, even though this movie does creep me out, which is hard to do when it comes to horror films with me, because I'm not easily scared or easily creeped out. But anyway, I don't like this because of the subject matter. It's just, this type of stuff scares me. It's the skin-eating virus. It's cabin fever. This one was dirt cheap. It was $4. After being marked down, it was like $1. And again, the cover, holographic. Huge reason I got it. I mean, it looks cool, and it's something I guess I wouldn't mind adding to my collection just to have it. And the cover art is really cool too. I like it with the dark, deep red and the forest and the skull in the background and all that. It was an okay movie, maybe good for a couple views, but I got it. The next one I got, I don't know if you could consider this a horror movie, but some people do. I saw this a long time ago. A friend of my brother's had it on VHS, and I saw pieces of it, and I always remember liking it. It's got zombies in it, so I guess some people consider it like a horror film, maybe a horror action. But there's a Japanese movie Versus, and this movie's like, I remember being really wacky and really like out there with the plot. It's like about, what was it again? Yeah, there's like a bunch of portals in the world. I think there's like hundreds of portals, and one of them is in this Japanese forest, and this prisoner escapes. And then there's like a bunch of people after him, and then like whoever dies turns into a zombie, and it's like a lot of gore, whole bunch of gore, splatter movie, and I just remember really liking it. And again, that case is so simple but so cool looking. It's a sick cover, and this is the director's cut. So I guess I'll find out if the one I saw was the director's cut or not. Next one I got, pretty good movie. Not the best. It's a Stephen King film, and his are usually okay when they come to screen. His books. This one, to me though, something about it I liked. I've always kind of liked that. I thought it was really creepy, and it's kind of like that movie Drag Me to Hell. But this is first though. This is Thinner. Stephen King's Thinner. This is the one about the guy. I think he liked. I haven't seen this in a long time. I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour because I don't know why. I'm really excited. I haven't done an update in a while. But anyway, this is the one about a guy that I think he hits a woman, and him and his buddy or something like that, and with a car, and they do a hit and run. They leave her, and she dies, and her husband's a gypsy. So he puts a curse on the guy that no matter what he eats, no matter how much he eats, he's gonna just keep losing weight until he's basically dead from being, malnourished or whatever you want to call it. So he's like a really big fat guy in the beginning of the film, and then as the film goes on, he gets skinny to the point where he's like diseased skinny, But like, the guy's a fit guy in real life. They just put makeup on him. Anyway, I always found this one to be kind of cool. It was $4 marked down. It was probably like $2 a dollar, So pretty good pickup. The next one I got is a movie I've never seen. I've never seen pieces of it, never seen nothing. I've seen the trailer though, and I heard it's really creepy. A lot of people have told me, oh, if you like these type of films, you'll love this one, but I don't generally like these type of films. They're not my favorite genre. I'm speaking about paranormal. This is called The Changeling. This one is from either like late 70s or early 80s or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I know this one I read when I saw the trailer. It's like about a guy, and I know he like buys this property, and he wants, because he wants like peace, and I think he's like a musician or something. And then the house is haunted, so it's like supposed to be really, really creepy. The trailer looked kind of good, so I haven't got around to watching it yet because I bought all of these like 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday. I'm sorry. So I'll get around to watching them. So I can't really do a review. This is just an update. But anyway, got the Changeling. The next one I got is another one I've been wanting to get for a long time. It's always been really high for some reason, the price. I don't know why. I mean, this is a special collector's edition, but I still didn't expect to pay that much. This one was the most in the store than when I got it before being marked down. This one was $14.99. I don't know how, but anyway, and it got marked down to probably about $6. This is the special collector's edition of Stephen King's Pet Sematary. This one is one of the first ones I ever saw when I was a kid. I always remember it being pretty creepy. This one, of course, everybody knows is about the guy, and they move into a house, and their little son is playing in the street one day, and he gets hit by like a big rig truck, and he dies, and so they bury him, and then the guy is like, they're like really, of course, upset about it. So this Indian, or this, I mean, not this Indian, this guy tells him that if he buries him in the pet cemetery, which is like an Indian burial ground, maybe he'll come back, and he does it, but of course the kid comes back evil. And there's a bunch of other people that come back, like this zombie kid and these evil animals, like this cat and stuff. So it's really good. I picked that one up. That's pretty much it for the horror. I picked up a few more here that I'll show, just to show, because I picked them up. I wouldn't really consider this horror. I don't consider none of them in the franchise horror. I know some people do, and as they go on, they turn into less horror and less horror. But maybe the first one people consider horror. I still don't, though. It's Red Dragon. This goes in line with, Silence of the Lambs films. I don't even think that one was a horror. I mean, yeah, it's about a serial killer, and yeah, it's about, Hannibal, who's a cannibal, but it's all about how you shoot it, and it's not really a horror. It's like a crime drama. But I really like this one. This one is good. The Hannibal, second one, it was okay. I actually like that one more, and then I never saw Hannibal Rising. The next one I picked up also for really cheap was something I'd been wanting to get because I saw pieces of this when I was a kid. I remember it really creeping me out and kind of reminded me of Phantasm, because Christopher Walken reminded me of Tall Man, which is the prophecy. I don't remember too much about the plot of this one, but I know that Christopher Walken plays the Archangel Gabriel, and he's like really evil, and I remember him doing a really great performance. And I think this movie even has Eric Stoltz, the guy from Pulp Fiction. I think so. I can't really remember. The next one I got is a film that I was turned on to when I was younger, also on VHS. It's a French film called District B13. I haven't really seen nobody do reviews for this. I don't know if you know what this is. This is like a bunch of, it's like a group, it's like a unit in the police in France that they're like gang intervention fighters or whatever. And it just so happens a lot of them, the whole movie's about parkour pretty much, that free running stuff, which originated in France. And so all I know is, even though it's like the plot's not that good and acting's not very good, like most, these European low-budget films, it's still, the action just is amazing, and the stunts are cool, and the fight scenes are great, and it's just really good. It's really good if you don't care about the plot and all that. You just look past that. The action is amazing. I loved it. It's a lot of fun to watch, too. It's like a guy flick you would watch with your boys and shit. The last one I got, I actually got this, like, a couple weeks ago. I didn't get it at Specs, but I never did a review because it was only one film. But I figured I might as well throw it in with these. Which is Robert Rodriguez's first film that I think was, pretty sure it was made for TV, and it's Road Racers. And this is the only one I had left from my Robert Rodriguez collection that I needed to get, and I finally got it. Well, not counting, I don't count Spy Kids and Shorts and Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Those I don't really care about getting, or Machete. I don't like Machete. But this is the last one I needed to get from the ones that I wanted. I have all his movies now, so I'm happy. This is really old. This is like 92, and it's like Salma Hayek's first movie and one of David Arquette's first movies, and it's like takes place in the 50s in this small town, and of course David Arquette is like a James Dean type guy, badass, rocker, and he's like a rebel, and then Salma Hayek is his girlfriend, and they get into it with these group of like wannabe thugs or whatever, like these misfits, these troublemakers, and they get into it with them, so they start a dispute and they want to fight each other. And one of the guys in the other group, his dad is a sheriff, so he always messes with the sheriff the whole movie. It's really fun. It's like a fun movie. It's really low budget, and but it's got like a lot of good acting in it, and it's got really good characters, and there's good shots. And I love the way Robert Rodriguez shoots movies, really fast paced, you know, with the quick edits and all that. I love his style so much. So that's the last one I got. So anyway, now I'm kind of sad that it's over, because I haven't done one of these in a while, and I don't know when the next time is I'll do one. And I might go to Specs one more time to see, you know, I don't have too much money, but I'm going to try to see if I could get, like, you know, a couple more on the cheap. So anyway, I'm going to hold this up one last time, all the movies I got, you know. So anyway, I got to watch at least one more tonight of these, and then maybe I don't know, maybe I'll try to do like reviews or something just to keep the videos flowing in. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the update, and I'm going to try to do more like I said, and I'll put them up, and then you guys can watch them. So anyway, until then, later.